Hey YouTube, it's Ellamoo here. Today I'm at the Old Vic, which is a theatre in London, and I'll show you that in a minute. But I'm here to watch Electra. This is before the show. Sorry how bad my voice is. I've got a really bad cold at the moment, so my voice is nice and croaky for you. But yeah, I'm here watching Electra. It's got Kristen Scott Thomas in, which I'm quite looking forward to seeing. There are still tickets available for it, and I will keep you updated after the show. When I get home, I'll film for you. Hey YouTube, so this is my second part of Electra review. Electra was at the Old Vic, which you've already seen a picture of. The staging was done in the round. Noisy neighbours, apologies if you can hear them. But yeah, so the staging was done in the round, and that means where you've got the audience, like say, I'll draw it for you. You've got like the audience in the middle. Sorry, you've got the acting going on in the middle, and then you have the audience around you. So you've got like, it looks like this sort of. It looks basically like an. Oh, I don't know if you can see it because of the light. It's like an egg. So this is where the staging is. So this is where all your actors are and your set in and everything. And then this is where all the audience are. And this is a Greek style of theatre. Now I think they decided to do Electra in the round because Electra is a Greek play. And Electra is basically, the Electra is bound by grief following the murder of her father Agamemnon. Unwilling to forgive and consumed by a desire for revenge, her anger builds. On the return of her brother Orestes, Electra's fury explodes without mercy, leading to a bloody and terrifying conclusion. Now, the cast for it, you've got Kirsten Scott Thomas, who plays Electra, Jack Lowden, who plays Orestes, Diana Quick, who plays Clytemnestra, Liz Wight, who plays Chryosthemis, Tyrone Huggins plays Aegisthus. Peter Wight plays a servant, and then Julia Dearden, Golda Rosheuvel and Thalissa Teixeira are all in the chorus. Now the chorus in Greek theatre are, to say you've got the play going on, they're sort of like the narrators, and they, every now and then they'll just interject and say, oh, this is what's going on, Electra's feeling angered by her mother, or like things like that, so the audience are a little bit more clear of what's going on. Sorry, this is still my cold that I have. I had a cold, and then the cold went, and then I got a new cold. So yeah, I have a lot of colds in my life. But yeah, the play is on until the 20th of December. Some of the tickets are quite expensive because it all depends where you sit. There are stalls, a middle circle and a royal circle. When I went to see it, I was in the royal circle, which means that I was looking down the stalls, middle circle and then royal circle, and I was in royal circle looking down. Now I hate heights, so it wasn't the best seating choice for me, but it's ones that my school picked because I went for the school to go and watch it because I do drama. And then so you're looking down, and when you're in the when you go into either of the circles, you end up sitting with a rail in front of you, and the problem with the rail is it kind of obstructs your view, so you have to kind of work out how to sit to look over it or to look like round it or whatever. So yeah, so I had to sit quite awkwardly to see it all, but it's still a good production though. In my opinion, I would say that Kirsten Scott Thomas, who plays Electra, is amazing. Her portrayal of Electra was so captivating and so amazing that I couldn't stop watching it really. Now I did enjoy most of it, but there are some bits that I didn't like. Where they kind of dragged certain bits out that didn't really need to be dragged out, in my opinion. The play is 100 minutes long without an interval, but overall I enjoyed it, but there were elements of it that I would change if I was a director. Like, I would do it, 1, I'd put an interval in, 2, I wouldn't have funny little elements in it like they did, because in my opinion it kind of destroyed the tension. Now it does create the release of tension, which is important, otherwise you get people laughing at the wrong times and at things they shouldn't be laughing at. But I thought there were too many little funny things in it which kind of destroyed the overall tension building of it. I think what else I need to tell you. Oops. Oh, what else? The director was Rickson, who also directed Mojo, which was on last year, I think. Yeah, it was on last year. Can't remember where that was though, but I'll put it in the description below. Mark Thompson was the designer. Neil Austin was on lighting. PJ Harvey did music. Simon Baker did sound. Maxine Doyle did choreography. Sam Jones CDG was the casting director. And it was a Sonia Friedman production. She was a co-producer of it, along with the Old Vic being the other co-producer. I've got a little bit of information here for you that I'm going to tell you. Kirsten Scott Thomas and director Ian Rickson reunite to bring Sophocles' tragedy to the Old Vic in the round. Frank McGuinness delivers a charged adaptation of this classical tale of power and revenge. I would recommend watching it, but only if you like Greek theatre, because it is quite long and it is a bit confusing because you've got to kind of remember like what the characters are and that sort of thing, and they speak. Some of them have like quite long monologues. Like there's one monologue that Kristen Scott Thomas had, and her monologue was about 3 minutes long, and I didn't realise that was going on. But I kind of had the upper hand when I went to watch it because I did a school play based on the story of Agamemnon and Electra, so I kind of understood a little bit more about who the characters were and what was going on and stuff. But yeah, if you're going to go and watch it, I would recommend it, but try to get seats that are in the stalls just because of the height, because it's really awkward looking down it trying to watch it. And I'm going to stop talking because this is over 7 minutes long, and yeah, so sorry about that. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and share it with people. And yeah, if you want to know more, if you want me to do more theatre reviews of things that I'm seeing, then I will. I am seeing God Bless the Child in November, and I'm also seeing Othello in January, and there's another trip I think in March has been planned. Let me know what you want for next week. Do you want Halloween costume and makeup sort of stuff, or do you want me to do something else completely different? Let me know what you want, and yeah, but I'll see you next week, and thank you for watching. Bye!